In this video, we are going to learn how the forks are executed in the operating system. So, what are forks? Forks are the simple system function calls which requires the access of hardware. For example, if you write a code which consists of forks, then it needs to access the hardware, which requires the mode bit of the CPU to be shifted to 0. Initially, the CPU will be in user mode. Initially, CPU is in user mode. That is, the is set to mode bit is set to 1. Now, whenever it executes the C program file, when it encounters a fork, the mode bit should be shifted to 1, and the CPU should change from user mode to kernel mode. First of all, when while executing a program, when it encounters a fork, SVC sys- service SVC in runtime will generate interrupt called as software interrupt, which informs the ISR ISR interrupt service routine tells the ISR to execute some activity. Then this ISR does two tasks. One is changing the mode bit. This ISR is responsible for changing the mode bit and finding the address of the fork from the dis- dispatch table. Actually, OS maintains a table where the addresses of each fork is stored. This table is known as dispatch table. This is used to identify the address of the fork. So it identifies the address from the dispatch table. Dispatch table. Now, after the mode is changed to the kernel mode, it executes the required operation and returns back to user mode. This user changing from kernel mode to user mode does not involve any ISR like ISR responsibility, no need of any ISR, it- no need of any creating any interrupt. It can be changed from kernel mode to user mode easily. Let me draw the diametrical representation of the above path. Like distribution logging. First of all, interrupt starts with SVC, and this SVC will create a SVC. This will create an interrupt in runtime, which is known as software interrupt. It creates a software interrupt, which informs the ISR to execute two operations. One is mode changing, and another one is identifying the address of the fork from the dispatch table. ISR, interrupt service routine. It mm, changes the mode bit. It changes the mode bit and identifies the address from the dispatch table of the fork, and then returns back to kernel mean user mode. Let us see the diametrical representation of changing of user mode to kernel mode. First of all, the mode will be in the user mode. Now, there once we encounter a system call, SYS call, a trap is generated, trap or let's say interrupt will generated, which will change the mode to, on which the ISR will change the. Now this will change the kernel mode bit to 0, that is kernel mode, and the system call is executed. Then after it returns to the mode bit 1, mode bit equals 1, and return from the system call. Returns from the sys call. This is how the user mode changes from kernel mode to user mode. So this is all about the execution of system call from by the CPU from change and changing of user mode to kernel mode of the CPU. And in the next video, we're going to see the process management, like how the scheduling of a process will be done in the ready queue. We'll going to learn different types of scheduling algorithms. Like we'll cover two algorithms per day, and I hope you like that. So that's all for today. If you like this video, hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for this related amazing content. Thank you for watching.